here for our first Gates of Antares Fresh Coast Gaming Battle Report. You'll have to forgive us, most of our stuff isn't painted, but we're doing part of the Xilos Campaign and we wanted to get it up and see what it's all about. So, we're playing a 2 versus 2 game today. We have Freeborn mercenaries hired out to the Ghar, and then we have Algoryn and Concord who are defending this little teleporter station. They have to get the teleporter station online and get off the planet before the Ghar and Freeborn mercenaries can overrun them. Alright, so let's take a look at the forces. Alright, so here's the Algoryn forces. Each player has 500 points, so not a whole lot of stuff. I have an AI squad with a spotter drone, an assault squad with a spotter drone, a command squad with a spotter drone, and X-howitzer, and then a little squad of targeter probes. And the X-howitzer has all the different ammunitions. So here we have the Concord, basically the main force. These are the guys holding the pad. And Will's going to talk about what he has. I
got 2 strike squads, which are the same. 1 plasma lance, and then the sling net ammo for the leader.
Yeah.
And then I got a command squad, just with a couple extra troopers in it. And then X launcher with the blur ammo, and also a spotter drone.
Yeah, so our Algoryn and Concord forces are pretty similar. Alright, thank you. Alright, so here we have the Freeborn force. These guys have been hired on by the Ghar to help fight Algoryn and Concord. Basically, the Algoryn may drop to the planet, and now the Ghar are trying to force them off the planet. So Josh is going to talk about his list a little bit.
Alright, we've got a squad of 6 Vardinari Guard, 2 household units. These are the Domari household units. There's a micro X launcher in each one.
Nice.
And a squad of the Sky Raiders. There are 2 mag repeaters, 2 mag light supports and a plasma lance in there. And spotter drones in all 4 squads.
I love those models.
I think I'm missing a drone. Yeah, oh, there it is. It's black.
Cool.
Awesome.
Alright, so we're going to get started here. Alright, so for the Ghar force, we also have a battle squad, an assault squad. They have plasma dumps, both of them. And then an outcast squad with a disruptor cannon. So pretty simple. All of our forces are pretty simple. Alright, so everyone's playing Pokemon Go while I do the deployment here. So basically the story is Algoryn have made drop on the planet. They're trying to push through. Remember that Xilos is really close to Algoryn Prosperate. So that is why the Ghar are trying to make a planet here so that they can launch attacks into the Algoryn Prosperate. And so we're trying to get this transmat station going. Each turn we roll a d6 by giving an order to a unit, and that's how many points are put onto it, like hull points, I guess you could say. Once you get to 20, then we can win the game. If we, at any point, if we have half or less of the number of orders that the Ghar team has, then we lose the game. The Ghar team can bring their units back in from reserve if they die, basically reinforcements. And then we also have this kinetic barrier here. It's -2 accuracy when people shoot at us through it. You can see I have my assault squad here, my AI infantry here, a little X launcher here. I got that wrong in my deployment or my force overview, and then my command team here. I have put out my targeter probes as well, kind of put them around. Will has his strike squads and his command squad here, and then his little X launcher here. So the Ghar team is coming in, half of their units come on the board automatically first turn, and then the rest come on kind of piecemeal from a random board edge. There is a chance that they can choose that board edge. Alright, so let's see what happens after turn 1. Alright, so bottom of turn 1, you can see the Ghar team got lucky and all 3 of their squads came in on the one side here. Josh brought in his jet bike squad over here, and then there's a Ghar assault and a battle squad right here. They focus fired pretty hardcore on this assault squad. I took 4 pins. I did rally some off, and I have 1 left. My command squad moved over here. Will actually used one of his orders to put some points onto the transmat station, only 2 unfortunately. And then he did shoot a blur shot overhead over here, so these guys are going to have some trouble shooting next turn. They also have 2 pins on them and some targeter probes, which is really cool. There's also a targeter probe over here. So this turn, the Ghar team actually gets to bring some of their dudes on if they pass their command checks. So let's see what happens. All right, so bottom of turn 2, biggest thing, we got 3 more points on that, so we have 5 out of 20. The pressure is getting pretty high. The first thing that happened, these guys got shot over here and they went down, the assault squad. The other one, they have 2 pins on them, so they have 3 pins on them. That's going to be hard for them to do stuff. They also have a blur round that is right there, so even if they do activate, it's going to be hard for them to shoot. More bikes got pulled off, so they have 1 pin. As a metagame thing, I'm not going to try to kill him, because then they can't come back on as reinforcements. Josh can charge him in and have him die, obviously.
Death or glory.
Yeah. These guys over here came on, they ran. There's some more guys behind that building over there, they ran as well. More Freeborn came on over here, advanced and fired. You know, with the strategy for this, Josh and Pat just want to bring their Ghar guys on and their Freeborn guys on and do as much damage as possible and then get them killed. I mean, that's part of the strategy. I'm sure Karg, the Overlord, he loves that kind of thing. He doesn't really care about his troops' lives, so that's fine. And otherwise, you know, we did do some good shooting. Will had a reaction roll. However, every time we take guys off the board, it's hard because we're not getting those guys back like our opponents are. So, top of turn 3, let's see what happens here. All right, that was bottom of turn 3, and you can see the Freeborn are just sprinting right into the center of the base. We kind of metagamed it. We left him alive. He did try to assault us, and the
X launcher.
X launcher ran away. It reacted and ran away. We did get 5 more points on the transmat station, so that's pretty cool. Everything else, I mean, the Ghar soaked up a lot of fire. Nothing really happened to them. They did take some pins off, and they did take a probe off. These guys advanced up over here on that side, and the Concord did blow off that, what was it, Vardnari squad. So not much else really happened. I mean, obviously things are happening.
The outcasts
but
still don't want to come up.
yeah, the outcasts are all down. I think they understand that Commander Karg literally hates them, so they're not wanting to fight for him today. So things are coming to a head. This is top of turn 4, so let's find out what happens.
4 points off.
All right, bottom of turn 4, biggest thing. We rolled a 6 that turn for the transmat, so it's the engineers need 4 more points, and they've gotten it operational at the end of the turn. So the Ghar Freeborn Alliance will still have time to take us out if they wish, and roll well. The outcasts failed to come in again. They have a command 7, so on average, you know, it's a toss-up. You know, they probably should, yes. The Algoryn Concord Alliance killed the biker that was over here and an entire squad of Vardnari, right?
Pistols.
Yeah, these guys shot him with plasma pistols.
On the way in, he was trying to charge him.
The Ghar have finally started moving over here. Maybe they came in too close. I don't know. We'll do a recap, but maybe they came in too close over here and they just started pins, you know. Other than that, the Freeborn are moving up on this side, and you have how many units off the board that are dead? 2 that are going to come in as reinforcements. They can move 3. They can move pretty fast, so they're going to try to push us. If we roll poorly on our D6 roll, they're going to be real close on us. So, all right, let's see what happens here. Turn 5. All right, so that's the end of the turn 5. We got lucky and rolled a 6. The transmat is operational. That's the noise it makes. The Combined Algoryn and Concord Alliance have started closing ranks on the transmat to beam back to wherever they're going. The Freeborn, man, they had some really, really tough command rolls to come on the board, and nothing came on them. One out of their 3 squads, their reinforcements came in this turn. The bikes, which would have been really good for them, did not, and another Vardenari squad did not. This squad has been pinned out this whole game, doing nothing. These guys came on and killed guys, but Will and I were lucky with our break test this turn. So it was just tough for we rolled double 6s, I think, in 2 turns in a row for the transmat, right?
Yeah.
So 12 points in 2 turns, that's really good. And Pat's
Heroes of the match never came on the table.
They're alive still, but they never came on the board. He could have used that fire. So I feel bad for Pat. He's learning Ghar today, and they just didn't perform that well. I guess who are heroes of the match? Who did really, really well? Our X launchers.
X-slings,
Yeah, our X launchers did really well. Our X slings did really well, launching sling net ammo. Other than that, they have a good strategy. Come on and try to delete units off the
I think
board.
your ex-mortar that overwatched my biker squad.
Oh yeah, just
The plasma pistols, just McCree them. Pew, 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 pew. The targeter probes are really cool.
Yeah, they're obnoxious.
We're going to have to learn. There's a piece of equipment called it's something kind of a ray, and you just press a button and it destroys all the probes within like X number of inches. So we're gonna have to learn who takes that. To use that. It's malware, yeah, it's literally malware. So that was really fun. Thanks for watching. That was scenario 2 out of the Xilos campaign, and we will be reporting that on the Xilos website. So from the Michigan Mitten, this is Gates of Antares. Thanks. Have a good one.